Anyway, here's Al, by the way, with a tasty treat and a final check of the weather. Hey, Al.
Hey, when people think about cheesesteak, when they think about Philadelphia, they think cheesesteak. And of course, we have unbelievable variations of cheesesteak. Starting, of course, we've got Mr. Rick Oliveri, who's the owner of Rick's Philly Cheesesteak. We also have Jim Locascio, who's the executive chef of Barclay Prime, Ruth Hershey from the Four Seasons, and Elizabeth Fiend from Big Tea Party. We're going to start with you, Rick. You actually, your grandfather was Patsy, who's credited with kind of starting off the cheesesteak in Philly.
That's correct. We've been in the business for almost 75 years now.
Now, what is a Philly cheesesteak? What comprises the classic Philly cheesesteak?
The most important thing is the bread. We also use domestic steer meat, and another key ingredient is the cheese whiz.
Ah, so it's got to be cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz, no substitutions.
And this is a classic right here?
Correct.
Hold on a second, let me just try to... Chewy bread. It's good bread.
Good bread.
Where are your locations now?
We have a store at the Reading Terminal Market and also at Citizens Bank Park, where the Phillies, home of the Phillies.
All right, well, excuse me, let me just step in here to Jim Locascio. Now, this is a $100 cheesesteak.
It is.
What goes into a $100 cheesesteak?
Well, we've taken a variation of the classic. Our cheese whiz is Taleggio cheese, butter poached lobster, Kobe beef, fresh summer truffles, and a split of Veuve Clicquot.
Wow. I got to try a $100 sandwich here. That's rich.
Rich, it is.
Very rich. Jim, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, we have Ruth Hershey here from the Four Seasons. You guys have a slightly different take. You do a spring roll.
That's correct. This is meat and cheese. That's it. No onions, no peppers, nothing else in a spring roll wrapper.
That's very, very neat.
It's neat, it's light, it's addictive, and it's served in the Swan Lounge.
Very nice. Well, thank you very much. And then Elizabeth Fiend from the Big Tea Party. You have a vegetarian cheesesteak.
That's right. This cheesesteak has no animal products in it at all. It's entirely plant-based. It's made of a product called wheat meat or seitan, which is actually the same ingredient that makes bread chewy and elastic. It's a great meat substitute. It has no cholesterol, no salt, very low fat, and extremely delicious.
Well, in their own way, each a classic. Unbelievable cheesesteaks. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Ruth, Jim, and Rick, thank you so much. You're in Philadelphia. You have to have cheesesteak. By the way, is Philadelphia cream cheese from Philadelphia?
I don't think so.
No, it's a good question. Nobody has the answer. We'll have to Google it. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. All right, I have been told that Philadelphia cheese, cream cheese, is not from Philadelphia. In fact, was created in New York. They don't know why they're calling it Philadelphia cream cheese, but
We're going to have to get to the
it's not
bottom
from
of that. Got to crack
that's right.
investigative
In
teams
fact,
on that.
and New York cheesecake comes from Hackensack, New Jersey. So go figure. Who knew?
All right, Al,
One
thank
of the
you.
wonders of the world, right?
My life is better from knowing that.
That's right. Well, after eating all those cheesesteaks there, you may need this, because coming up next, setting up your gym at home for under $100. We'll have that right after these messages.